I inherited a studio back in 2013, and it was doing really bad. It was losing a lot of money, and I took it over. I didn't know it was doing bad at the time at all. I had no idea, but I took over this business that was not doing well, was performing badly, and I took it over, made it my own, and it was really I was getting divorced at the same time. It was really like falling on my face. I did not have a background in fitness. I did not go to college. I dropped out of high school. So this definitely was something that kept me very busy. And I was going through probably one of the hardest times in my life with the divorce because I did not want the divorce. I was partying a lot. I was just not in a good place.
Carrie Evers, welcome to After the Anchor podcast again.
Yay!
I know that we've done this already once before, but I think second time is a charm. Isn't that what they say?
Exactly.
Is it first, second, or third?
Exactly. And
Which time?
I think it's actually the third, but we're going to get it the second time.
Well, then that means the third time's going to be golden.
Yeah.
Yes.
Second time is
that's
always better than the first time, though.
For sure. So I'm going to jump into it because this is everyone's first time meeting you, and our introduction, even though it's like very second nature and we've talked about it several times, we met each other in kind of a fun and interesting way. Honestly, when you think about it, it's like okay. It was not 4th of July. It was New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve.
Okay, so did you have a party at your house?
Yeah, so it was New Year's Eve. Was it almost like 3.5 years ago? 3.5? Yeah.
So it would have been like 20. So I was sober. So it would have been 2021.
2021. And I had gotten married the year before. So yeah. So
it was 2022. It was the New Year of, no.
Wait, no, maybe.
It was 2020.
Yeah. It was 2022.
We were turning 2022 that night. Yes. Okay.
That's what it was.
Yes.
And yes, I had a New Year's Eve party, nothing like crazy, but we were like doing fireworks and stuff. And you found me on Instagram. And messaged me. And you were like, hey, I'm your neighbor. And I was like, I knew I had just moved to the area, to the neighborhood. I didn't know anyone in the neighborhood really. So I was super excited to meet you. I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing.
Did you look at my social?
I did.
Okay,
and I thought you were so fun.
Were you thinking?
It was like all your workout videos. And I saw your daughter, and she was like in a lot of the videos with you. I was like, oh, she looks like really sweet and really fun. I was super excited to meet you.
I like that. I was very scared because I was like, not scared. Not scared. Gotta come up with some better vocabulary words. I was nervous because from where I had come from, anybody that kept up appearances was, it was all for pretenses and all for show. Yeah. And that was the mindset. Remember, I was like, I don't know if we would have become very good friends in the past because my past was such a different person. And so I was like, but you know what? Like, she has all of her animals. Like, the only thing that anybody could be judgy about from my past would be like, she wears cute clothes and she wears makeup and she's always done up. And I'm like, same. Why is it what? Like, why?
Right.
Like, why do we have to? Why do we have to be why do we have to be in everybody's comfort zone?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then if you start to rock the boat on comfort zone,
right,
then it's like all of a sudden the claws come in and it's like, no, you can't change. You can't. But even though I was like, I'm not changed. I've always been into makeup. I've always been into hair and clothes and fun. And in fact, that's a thing, the kids always love to come and play in Leslie's jewelry and Leslie's going to put makeup on you. That's what my closet is for all the kids that come. It's like, they're going to put on my heels. They're going to put on all my clothes. And that's the fun part. And it was like, but why are we so quick to judge that, well, she's not going to be nice.
Right.
She's not going to be nice. She's too pretty. She can't be nice.
Right.
And it's like, well, you know what? I'm abandoning all past beliefs. And I was like, that was really cool. She had a whole fireworks show on New Year's Eve. And I was like, that was just, and I was sober that night. It was such a like everybody else had been drinking, and we only had we had a friend and her husband and then my husband, and they'd all been drinking, which was fine, but I wasn't. And then at the end, like her husband had actually like yelled at me in the she shed. Yes,
Oh my gosh.
after my husband went to bed and after she went to bed, we were alone in the she shed. Yes. And like, you know me, I don't shut the fuck up ever. I'm just like, but it's my house.
Yeah.
It's New Year's Eve.
How dare, what did he yell at you about? That is
Well,
not
I was up
okay
and
at all.
doing stuff, and instead of saying, hey, you know, like, could you like calm down? You're a little like anxious and you're stressing me out. And he goes, could you just sit down and shut the fuck up? And I was like,
Wait, are these the
yes.
friends that were not okay?
Yes. And
oh
so,
my God.
but I never told Curtis. I didn't even tell her because it's like, what are we going to do about this? I'm also sober that night. And I was like,
mean.
I see who you are.
Yeah.
Like what you think you've done to
like,
other people.
And he could just go home.
You're
It's like, well, then
not
why are you
gonna
here?
do
You're
to
in
me.
my home.
Yeah.
If you have a problem with how I'm acting or what I'm doing, I'm
Yeah.
having fun, then you need to go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
now
you
you
can
in your
imagine,
own home. That is
yes,
so upsetting.
You can
I did not
imagine
know
that your
I'm sorry.
fireworks were really nice. And I think I was out there that night and I saw your story because I'd started following you because we were invited to the same Christmas party.
Yes.
And so that's when I had followed you. And of course, because the kids were like, there's a verified person in the neighborhood. And so I was like, who is this verified? What do you mean verified? So of course I'm like, what is that? And then they're saying, oh, she's invited to the party. And so I was like, oh my gosh, they did have the fireworks show. And I was like, I wonder, she's newlywed. And I was like, what if she needs to escape? Because I always go back to like my trauma. That's that whole thing about putting your shit onto other people. I'm like, oh, he's going to be a mean guy. He's going to like withhold money from her. And what if she needs to escape in one of the nights and they're having a fight? And she's like, I don't need you or your money. I'm going to go. I'm like, girl, you can run off to my house. Like, here's the passcode to get into the house. Like, blankets. That was really what that meeting was. I was meeting you to be like, look, you don't have to put up with your husband if he's ever mean. I know how they are.
You were like the sweetest right away. You were like, you told me like your whole life story. Like, and I just instantly clicked with you.
Yes.
No, but like in the best way. Like, and I was like, I love this girl. She's so real. Cause I was thinking the same thing too. Cause we live in kind of like a little I don't know if I want to say bougie, but a little bougie neighborhood.
Yeah. Pretense.
And
a lot of
very
pretense.
pretentious. Yes. So I didn't really know what to expect as well. And I was just shocked with how like honest and real you were and how kind you were. And I was like, I love this girl. I was like, and then literally like, you know, you've always been like since day one, like one of my favorite people.
Oh,
and I would tell you, we always like, you know, Cody and I, like our friends, we always like just praise you for, you know, just being so real and just being who you are. And that's why that's not the only reason why we all love you, but it's a big reason.
I've got all sorts of tricks that nobody knows about. Except for these people. Yeah. That is the bonus footage. It's like, that's the behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah. Well, we had a really fun lunch that day.
We did. We have a lot of fun lunches. That's the thing. And that's what's like, we went to your friend Omar's opening.
Yes. Yeah.
That was such a quick in and out. We were there celebrating your friend, supporting your friend and his business. And it's like the three of us just can go out, go do something, have fun. And then also like, that's it. That's the end of the day. You've got a career. He has a career. I'm like figuring my life out. Like,
but you know what I mean? Things you're doing. You have a career. You're a mom.
Yes.
You have a bunch of big things that you're doing.
Appreciate you. But yes, we always have so much fun. I do want to ask about, okay, we're gonna get into some nitty-gritty here. Are you ready?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Did you swim in public pools when you were growing up in the 80s? What year were you born?
I was born in 83. 83.
We're just a year different.
Yeah, we're only a year apart. We're
just
the
an
same
old
age.
lady.
No,
So whatever
stop it.
happens to me, at least you know, like, oh shit, this is gonna happen too. It'll be okay. I need an older lady. Does anybody want to be my friend? I need 1 to 2 years older. You're not I'm a good time. I am a good time, y'all. No, so yeah, did you swim? Tell me about your pool situation growing up.
So yes, I definitely swam in public pools. I forget the name of it. There was like, I grew up in Mesquite. And so we would go to it was like a special treat to get to go to the pool, during the summer.
You had to pay, what'd you pay?
Yeah, I think it was like a
dollar
or
25?
something. But like we would go.
Did you have a pass?
Take us all. Yes, you'd have a pass.
And it was
like just the coolest thing ever at that age. And then I had a friend, Lindsay. You met my friend Lindsay, the one that we had our baby shower last summer.
Yes.
She just had her third baby, but she was the only friend in my neighborhood that had a pool. So it'd be like every day, like, my other friends in the neighborhood would be like, Lindsay, can we come over and swim? Like we just lived at her house. And so
did you ever go over there when they weren't, was it like cool like that kind of house?
Yeah,
where
like the parents were really chill. My parents were so strict. Hers were very chill. So we were always over there swimming. And then we were in that public pool a lot too. And that was like, swimming, you could be out there all day when you were a kid.
The vending machines. There's something about and they were like the circle and like the quarter that would just go in. And you'd be like, this is my only quarter. And I needed 45 cents for a Snickers or whatever it was,
Yeah.
And it's like, do you have a quarter? No, I only have 1 quarter. Like we were all just a bunch of people with just change.
Yeah.
Only change. Like literally, it's like, hey, do you have any gas money? Go dig the quarters out of the ashtray in the car, and you'd go and get the coin out of the ashtray and you'd get all the sludge under your finger.
Oh,
it had a very, it's nostalgic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I need to make some sludge and we need to just play with, just get some Coca-Cola and like a rubber band and just kind of put it in a ashtray, like a cup holder of a car. Yeah. And then we'll do
play in the sludge.
I don't know where I'm going. I don't know. So when you went to the city pool, did you ever go by yourself?
So I never went by myself. I went my mom would take us or with friends, like big groups. Did you go by yourself?
I walked. Oh. By the time I was 7, second grade, mom was gone and I was like, dad's gone. But I was on swim team too. Oh, so I started swim team when I was in second grade. And so I was already at the pool at 5:30 a.m. doing that 5:30 to 7:30. And then the city opened up at 9 or 10. So I'd be at home and then I'd go back out for the fun times. And I'd steal change from my dad or I don't know, I'd steal change from anybody that I could find so that I'd have I'd eat snacks at the, But I remember the little pin that they would give you with and I never had a locker. Did you have a locker?
I'm trying to remember. Did we have I remember later, the Hurricane Harbor and things like that.
Smell.
I know.
This, the shower one was always this vinyl shower curtain and sometimes ripped and barefoot.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Did you listen to MC Hammer?
I think I did. I'm trying. Yeah, he had that one hit, right? Or that one.
Can't touch this.
Yes, can't touch this. Oh, yes.
And the right stuff.
Yes.
Maybe the right stuff.
Yeah.
So I used to put on shows. Did you put on shows with neighborhood kids?
Yes, all the time. It was like Friday night. It would be TGIF on, what was it? It was some, I don't know, it was Fox or whatever. What under the main channels?
It was Channel 8.
Channel 8.
Or maybe it was
TGIF.
Channel 5.
And it was it was 4 different shows. It was Family Matters.
We're going to have some fun, show you how it's done. TGIF. Yes.
Boy Meets World. I think.
There was
and then Saturday morning, it was all the cartoons.
What was the one with the blended family where they were on
Step by Step?
Beginning? Yeah, and it was
yes.
That was not the baby. That was the dinosaurs. That was early TGIF.
Full House.
No, that was Full House was definitely the blending, but that was because the mom had died.
Okay. Oh, right.
No, do you remember this show? It was called Dinosaurs, and it was a dinosaur mom, a dinosaur dad, and a teenage girl, a teenage boy, and then there was the little baby. And he was always sitting in the high chair, and the mom was always cooking, and the dad was like a construction dinosaur, and the baby would be like, "Not that baby, not that baby, not the mommy." And he was
Why
always
didn't I remember this one? It was called Dinosaur?
Dinosaurs. You got to look at.
Okay.
I watched it the other day, and it should come back.
Okay.
It should come back. Like, I mean, if we're watching Housewives,
Yeah.
and we're watching My 600-Pound Life, which I love all of these shows, and we're watching, like, can we bring back Dinosaurs? Can we bring back like step by step?
Yeah.
Urkel. We need
Urkel. That was it. Family Matters. And
America needs an Urkel. We need a Pauly Shore.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Pauly
We need
Shore.
a Brendan Fraser. Where are all the funny people?
Yes,
where
Pauly Shore is still around. Yeah.
Okay, here's one. Okay, do you remember the song "Where Are the Clowns"?
No.
Send in the clowns. Don't worry, they're here. It was like a very okay.
No, wait, sing
Where
it.
are the clowns? Send in the clowns.
I don't remember.
Where is all this stuff? People need kinder music.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm going to start writing
that,
songs.
You should.
I'm going to bring back like Roger Whittaker. Like John Denver.
Yeah.
We need more I love everybody. Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre. The worse the song and the worse the message, the better.
The worse the song. I know.
But I love like a good rap song.
Oh, me too. I'm like, well, he's not talking about me, so whatever.
When you're like, cut a bitch, and you're like, I can tell. You're like driving down the road.
And you get all like amped up.
And then I'm like, yeah, Dr. Dre, motherfucker. No, did you get to do sleepovers?
I did, yes. So, love
sleepovers.
Your
thoughts on that, though?
I think at that time, our parents just didn't really have, now, would we send the kids, I don't know. I think it's a different age now and a different world. I think, I don't have kids. I have stepkids, but they're way older. But I don't know. I mean, like with your daughter, do you let her have?
Not even, no.
No.
She did have sleepovers. So she's had a couple close friends where I did let that happen. But I'd already decided years that when she was younger, I was like, well, this is eventually not going to be sustainable because there's always a dad in the house.
Yeah.
There's always if there's a sibling. So if it's, and even single mom, I've had my friends over and all of our kids are playing. But at any random point, somebody else's friend could come over and it's like, it's the guy that stops you in the bathroom for 5 seconds while mom and everybody's outside having cocktails. And exactly. That's where it is.
Yeah. But I love that we have that knowledge now, at least, because I think back then, I think my parents just didn't think of that. I mean, we had sleepovers all the time. I was always asking to stay at a friend's house. I was always asking if I could have a friend over.
They were always asking to play doctor.
People always asking to play doctor. Yeah, we did play. Yeah.
It's like horror stories. Yeah, we're not allowed to play doctor. We're not allowed to play massage.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to play, we're just not allowed. We can play pretend. Yeah. Barely. Yeah. Barely. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. We play actually, that's one thing that I really admire about Penelope is that she's almost 10 and she still plays pretend. Yeah. She wants the Melissa Doug stuff. She's like, I want the fake groceries. I want she wants the fake changing table with the diapers and stuff. And I'm like, most girls at her age are and she does do dances she likes to create content. She doesn't have any social media. She knows her stipulations. I would let her as long as she doesn't show her face. It's just her hands. If she wants to do, ASMR, I'm like, well, let's do it. Yeah. Let's explore. But you're not going to show your face for a while or any of that kind of stuff. She's just too young to make those decisions. Half of them they all come back and they're like, my parents were crazy. And then on top of that, it's like, I'm going to get sued for having my child in content of mine. She's going to be like, how much money did you make on that video of me that I was so cute? And I'll be like,
oh my God.
Oh, no. So, yeah, that's why I'm more I mean, yes,
Not
I
our
don't want
sweet
her content
Penelope.
on, but you got to watch yourself. These kids are
Yeah.
getting savvy
No,
now.
they are. They are. They
But kids are going to be suing their parents for like trauma one of these days. There will. It'll happen. I'm going to be behind that bill too. No more child abuse. No more
Yes.
child abuse.
Yes.
Let's see. Did you watch MTV?
I did. Yes.
Love
Loved
it. I learned
MTV.
everything about
Loved
life.
all the videos.
We
Oh
need
my gosh.
MTV.
Yeah.
If you don't want your kid to watch it, don't watch it. But we've got to get rid of, we've got to get rid of Watch What Happens Live. We've got to get rid of these reunion shows.
Yeah.
Like we need music back. We need
Mm-hmm.
a whole
Yeah.
channel
and VH1.
all music all day.
Yeah.
And we need TRL back. We
Yeah,
need like
that is what's missing.
we're
That
missing
really is
joy.
what's missing.
We're
Yeah.
missing
MTV was so fun. VH1. I remember in the morning just putting those on
Yeah.
and just listening.
And we don't have to platform celebrities. We can like TRL can highlight, people that are doing stuff with their life.
Yeah, I love that too. I think so much of what's happening now is like we're, not looking up to
We're
sometimes focusing on some of these toxic celebrities and stuff, and we're not highlighting like what about the people that are like out there doing really good things and helping people. Why are we so focused on this girl from Love Island who was like really toxic or something? Or why are we so
Jax Taylor?
Yeah.
How many interviews do we have to give this person?
Yeah.
And it's like I think that everyone has a chance and everyone has a chance to get fixed. But if you have the television in front of yourself 24/7, you cannot get to you have to isolate.
Yeah.
To heal, you have to do some real big, deep digging. It cannot be with therapy. And it's like everybody keeps giving this man a platform. And I'm like, we're just perpetuating it. We're perpetuating this and then what it does is it triggers all these women who have been in toxic relationships. Then now that's what they're talking about at the dinner table with their friend. Let's talk about Jax Taylor and how he's a horrible husband. And it's like, no, let's talk about how we're going to help raise money to end domestic violence.
Yeah.
Like, how are we going to do that tonight? That's what we need to be talking about.
Yeah.
They're staying in that, and that's unfortunate, but we just need to change. Something's got to give.
No, I agree. I think I notice for me, the more I stay offline and I don't, scroll and look at all that, the way happier I am, the way, all of that just,
It is. So I found I'm more on social media now for just research.
Yeah.
Like it's just ideas, it's research. I'll see specific whatever's in my algorithm, I guess, is what shows up. And so there's very few people that show up you show up in my algorithm. Yeah, so I do have
your friends,
most of my friends show up because I do stay current with that algorithm, but
just all the toxic, like we were saying, the
Facebook has gotten really, really, really bad about showing shock stuff, and it's not even.
I don't like
it's
that
in
either.
a weird. It's not even in a photo, so you're not seeing the photo. It's like an insinuation of what the context is, but then it's like body chopped in half, and I'm like, I haven't even had my second cup of coffee yet, and I'm like, what? It's too much.
It's too much. Or you might get intrigued and you're like, what? I'm gonna Google that, and then you're Googling it, and then you're like, okay, this I can't be looking at this right now. It's 10 a.m. This is just the tone I'm gonna set my day. Yeah, no,
yeah, and I can push X as many times as I want, and it's like they just keep. You can't get rid of it fast. I don't even follow it. It's just the suggested content or sponsored content. So that doesn't help.
No.
Okay, so what are your thoughts on memoirs?
Memoirs. I love memoirs. I love learning about people,
I think I need a memoir.
You should write
yours.
one.
No,
you should
I
write one.
Read. No. I want to read memoirs.
I think that would be really fun. I've always wanted to do one. I feel like I'd have to find a ghostwriter or something, or really set the time to be disciplined and do it. But I love reading, autobiographies, all of that stuff. I think I love learning about people.
Have you ever started a timeline season of your life where you're like, where's this? Or you're like, oh no, I'm not down for that at all.
I think it'd be really healing, because I think there's so many things that I just don't remember. And I think like to do that, would be writing a book like that or something would be a really healing experience.
Even if it was for yourself. Curtis was saying that. It was bizarre. We were on the trip and he's like, I really, a book about my stories, for my kids and my grandkids. And I was like, you mean like a memoir? Yes, please. Because what do you mean for the kids? For me.
Yeah.
I want to know everything, the whole. So
I think that would be really cool. And
a lineage type
and for the
thing.
kids too, like I think even, if one of my parents did that or something, I would love that. They have what are those things that you can get your parents now where it's like, what is your favorite this, your favorite that? And then you know all these things about them,
I think you should do one. I think you should do one.
You should too. We should do it together.
Together. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm going to do What Hill Would You Die On? Have you ever heard of that? Where are you gonna lay down and like on your battle? So we're gonna play. It's a little bit rapid fire, okay?
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you something, and it could be completely out of left field, and you're like, I don't know, pass. Okay. So as far as fashion is concerned, do you think that leggings are pants or?
Yeah, leggings are totally pants.
Leggings are totally pants. Okay, so you are down for the leggings for pants. I love this. Matching workout sets make you feel more powerful.
I think matching workout sets are really cute. I say wear whatever you want, whatever makes you feel confident and good. But a matching set is fun. Yeah.
I really think that it's important because it's like just throw on some shorts and throw on a shirt. You really do feel a little different whenever you have a little cute outfit.
Coordinated outfit. And then you want to work out more.
Yes. Yeah. And it doesn't even have to be a revealing outfit. It could be a sweat set.
Yeah.
Sweat bottoms and a sweat. I've seen you show up to a Pilates. You were covered. I don't even remember. It was so hot. And I was like, how is she not dying? You were like in a sweat. Oh, by the way, this is a sweat set from Carrie's. She has merchandise because she has all these Pilates studios, which I can't believe we haven't even talked about. But it's like this is girl chat.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
We'll talk about Carrie's. We will for sure. And then we'll also have Cody, who's like, he's gonna for sure talk about.
Yes. Yes. He's very excited to come on.
Yeah. Okay, so let me get back to where was I? Oh, yeah, the matching sets. See,
matching sets are so fun. And you can be cozy in like your little sweats, or you can have your like sports bra and like leggings or shorts. It's fun. And I love colors too. I love black on black, but I think color is really fun.
And really, people should not care if someone is like, oh, well, you're just wearing that to go work out. Like, oh, yes, I am. And I feel really amazing in it.
Yes.
And if you should probably too.
Let us live.
Yes. Wearing pajamas in public should be illegal.
I don't think so. I think that's fun.
So. Yeah. Chunky highlights should stay in 2003.
Again, this probably sounds so like generic, but I say whatever you want to do. If you love it, I love it. Whatever you love, I love. If it makes you feel good, do it.
I like that.
Yeah.
I was going to, my hairstylist and I had ordered some more extensions.
Yeah.
And that was literally one of the directions that I thought of going. I was like, I'm going to do like the Christina Aguilera, really black underneath it. And then I'm like, what am I trying to grasp onto? I'm not sure.
But that's fun though.
Well, we're going to do blonde and blonde.
You can always change it. That's the thing with hair. You can you don't like it, cut it, get extensions. Yeah, I mean, it can get a little pricey, but depending on how often you want to change it. But it can always be changed.
Yes. Well, and that's what she was like. She goes, and especially you just put tape ins or clip ins. That changes your whole look, and you don't have to,
or get a wig. Yeah.
Those are so itchy.
I know, and hot.
I went to
in the summer in Texas.
Yeah, I went to that salon. There was a salon I went to, and they were their hair pieces are the next level, amazing, phenomenal. they are the go-to for wig application, like, or hairpiece application. But I just am like, I'm watching it. It's like braided into a thing, and then there's all this glue, and then they got to let the glue dry, and then it's a step. I'm like, I'll just be bald. It's like, I just or a scarf. I love scarves, and it's just hair, So it's like, it doesn't really matter. You have hair, you don't have hair.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. That's why.
True.
Do what you want with the chunky highlights.
Yeah.
Yeah. Friends don't date friends as exes.
I am big on that. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any
Do I have any stories there? So I'm trying to think. I don't know. So I've never dated I've been married for like 4 or 5 years now, but I've never dated a friend's ex. As I have when I did get divorced, though. I did have a friend that dated my ex, and that was really uncomfortable. It was like a year later, but still, like, it totally changed. Especially because my ex and I were on really bad terms. So that was really uncomfortable. And then I did have another friend who was like, hey, he approached me, and,
what did they think?
But just so you know, like, no, I'm not having anything to do with him, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's just like girl code. Like, even though it's like, but
did they think they were going to fix him?
Yeah.
What purpose? You thought you were going to be the different one. You thought he was. Why would it be? That's where I'd be like, so you think he only treated me like trash?
Yeah.
He only did these things to me?
Yeah.
That's kind of presumptuous.
That's just so weird because it's like you're a good friend and we were to, like I just think it's friends and exes. I think it's just weird. I think it's just like a no. Yeah, no.
Here's one. This actually ended a friendship for me. Canceling plans is fine if you're honest. Lying is not. When I read that, I was like, I'm going to put that in there. Yeah, because it's accountability.
Yeah.
I lied to, well, I
but
didn't
you
really,
lied probably because you don't want to hurt their feelings.
I don't even remember. I'm trying to think. It was like we were at lunch and we were celebrating Cody's birthday or your birthday. It was Cody's birthday celebration.
Okay.
And we had already had those plans, but I had a friend that didn't have any plans that day. And so she was kind of like fly by the seat of her pants.
Yeah.
And it was like, hey, you're going to lunch? And I'm like, yes, gonna get ready to go to lunch. And we're halfway in lunch. And it's like, I want to come. And I'm like, now in hindsight, if that happens again, I would say very honestly, I would unfortunately be the complete opposite. I've got to find that middle, but I would just be like, look, it's just not really, we weren't invited to this. We're celebrating them. When we're done, if you're still around, we can get together.
Yeah.
Whereas I was like, I don't even remember what it was, but I know that I didn't answer, or I was like, we've already left, or I don't know, something.
Have to answer.
Yeah, well, and that was the thing. But I lied. And
she saw it on social media.
I admitted. I came out. Remember? No, she came over to your house.
Was this?
Yes, the night, she came over to the house, but was not, I knew it was not going to be a good day for her to be around because I knew that
Wait, now I don't know who this is. Wait.
Just recently. Not recently. Maybe like a year ago.
Okay. I think I know who this is.
Yes.
Okay.
And we were at lunch with Cody, remember? Okay. And then came over to the she shed, and then came over to your house.
Yes.
And
okay.
I knew,
now,
I knew that it wasn't. And
I didn't know that you weren't friends anymore. Okay. Now I remember that.
But no, but that instance was totally okay. If I had just been honest from the get-go, none of the whole evening would have happened. I held that responsibility. And whereas I know, like, it wasn't her place, but if I had, to invite herself. But she got
so upset about that?
Well, no, and then I got really triggered because I was like, I'm the worst friend ever, you know, like, and I couldn't get over it. I couldn't because she went low, she went below, she called names, and I don't do the name thing.
Yeah,
Like, you
no,
can
not
approach me and
acceptable.
go like, look, you really hurt my feelings. That was crappy
Yeah.
behavior. Like, that's shitty behavior. You really hurt my feelings. But when you're
Yeah.
going to go and be like, you're a this, you're a
Oh, yeah.
that, and
No,
you're going
no,
to
no, no,
title me
no.
something,
No, 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 no.
then
No, that is not okay.
but I
And it's
couldn't get
totally
over
okay
it.
for
It was
you to go and
awful.
have lunch with other
I
friends.
know, but it was
And then just
awful.
because they can't come,
But
like,
I was,
you don't owe them. It's like,
I know,
well,
but
I'm doing this day. Like,
it's
and I
gross.
feel like, like, we shouldn't be up. Like, if you and one of our mutual friends went and did something, and I would never be like, why am I not? I'm like, oh, cool. There,
Oh, and I
like,
don't
why
think
is
that
that?
she was. I really don't think that she, in fact, I know she wouldn't. She just is not that lady. I didn't know how to handle the
Yeah,
conflict because
yeah.
I don't know how to do conflict
I don't
because I'm
like
always
conflict
just like,
either.
you win.
Yeah,
Or the opposite.
yeah,
Like that. The opposite.
yeah,
So now I'm like, you know what? Honesty so I was 41 and
yeah.
I lied to a friend and it ended a friendship. Look, two people were responsible for it, but it's like, look, I learned a lesson
But
and it's
you
okay.
lied, though. You didn't have bad intentions. It was, you
No.
did it not to hurt her
Yeah,
feelings.
and
So,
not to hurt feelings, and because I
yeah.
just didn't have the words to say honestly like this, and then it just blew, and then it's like I'm yelling in the grocery store, "You're so fucking mean," and then it's
Well,
like
she was, though.
it
Yeah, she
was,
really
but
was.
yeah. Actually, maybe I don't need friends that are older than me. Let's scratch that. They'll tend to know too much. Will know everything. Everything. Oh, I want to. Oh, okay. Here we go. Let's go back to the. What hill would you die on?
Oh, what? Okay, so, like, pick a
Oh,
hill?
yes. Hold on.
No, okay.
No. Oh, okay. Hold on. Nostalgia. I've got a lot of topics, but I feel like one of my topics went away. So I'm like, what
Oh,
happened?
I wonder,
What happened? No, I'm out of order.
I think
What
I'm out
like
of order,
Kenya
too.
says. Kenya on like, she'd say, you're out of no. There's a lady. There is a lady in social media. It's her tagline. I don't know. She's a person out of order.
Out of order.
Oh, she is. Okay, there's this woman that mimics her grandma. She's a TikToker or Instagrammer, and she wears like grandma, like church Sunday clothes, and she wears her grandma like wig and the hat, and she's always being the grandma at the church, and she's like, y'all are just out of order. You're out of order. And so I heard that and
I love it.
my
I
God,
love
my
it.
brain.
Who is that?
I gotta find. I'm gonna
Okay,
have
yeah,
to
send
send
it to
it.
me. I was like, I'll
She's
have to
really
find it.
funny, or she'll be like, "Y'all think I do too much? Y'all be doing too little." And she's wearing, the cute, patent leather, like Payless. Like she went and she raided grandma's church clothes. Like grandma passed. I don't know if grandma passed away legit, but it's like grandma passed away and she inherited her whole
Oh,
Sunday collection. And she said, I'm going to start a whole YouTube channel. I'm going to start a TikTok with this wardrobe. And so she goes to churches and she'll be on like the wheelchair ramp. And she's just,
I love
I
it.
love it.
I
I
love
do.
it, though.
I love it. So
That's a fun tribute to her grandma. Yeah.
that's where my brain went. Okay. So I think we're good on the what hills are we going to die on? Okay, weird health and fitness. Okay, there's some stuff that I've been reading, some stuff that I'm
Yes.
quizzical about. And since you
Yeah.
are in health and wellness, I want you to tell me a bit about Carrie's Pilates and how you got here.
So Carrie's Pilates. So I inherited a studio back in 2013, and it was doing really bad. It was losing a lot of money, and I took it over. I didn't know it was doing bad at the time at all. I had no idea. But I took over this business that was not doing well, was performing badly, and I took it over, made it my own, and it was really I was getting divorced at the same time. It was really like falling on my face. I did not have a background in fitness. I did not go to college. I dropped out of high school. So this definitely was something that kept me very busy. And I was going through probably one of the hardest times in my life with the divorce because I did not want the divorce. I was partying a lot. I was just not in a good place. So having this business and fitness was so good for me. It was so good for my mental health and staying busy like that. And I made it my own. I hired a manager. I learned how to hire the right people. I went and got certified to teach Pilates. So it took me some time to kind of get it going and, change things. And then make it my own. And so, yeah, changed the name to Carrie's Pilates. And then, I've had that studio in West Hollywood now for, gosh, it was 2013. So, like 12 years. So it's been a really long time. So it's been really fun. And then I want to say a few years ago, no, actually longer than that. So I think it was like 2017, I wanted to move back to Texas. I'd had the studio going really well. I had a great manager, great team, and I wanted to be closer to my family. My younger brother's autistic. And I was like, well, I've got this business running. I'm going to move back to Texas, and then I can travel back and forth, and I'll open another one. So moved back to Texas, kind of, go back and forth between Texas and California. And then I was going to open another studio. And then in 2020, COVID hit and we had to move our LA studio, the one that I had, completely outside to a parking lot. That was really crazy. I had a lot of turnover with staff. And so then I thought, well, I'm going to just get into making my own equipment. I feel like that's really going to help me branch out. And I really wanted like a sleek, modern machine, like not one that was like really big and bulky, but not a little wooden box, something that could accommodate people of all shapes and sizes, and something that was like more modern and fun. So we came out with the Transformer. We spent about 3 years working on that.
Did you work with someone?
And then I did. I worked with a designer. Found a designer, spent a lot of time doing that.
Now, was a lot of this like did you make any mistakes? Like, did you end up like, did you have a moment where you were like, I just spent $5,000 on this thing and I can't even use it?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. It was, that's just, I think, part of life and part of business and growing and getting better is just, and we made so many mistakes and, we didn't make a lot of mistakes, but we had to prototype this machine. We had to spend about 3 years doing it because, this is something people are going to be using and getting on. And like, you don't want that thing to break or to fall apart. So, we spent about 3 years prototyping and perfecting it, and we're still working on it. Hey, like I was telling you the other day, you were like, oh, you added this for gripping on the handlebars. I was like, we did. I was like, we're constantly wanting, to improve and to be better and to, make the machine better, make everything in life better.
I think it's amazing because it got me doing Pilates. Remember, I was like hell bent, like I don't do Pilates. And then I was like,
and then
I was.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, can we do Pilates?
Yeah. So we came up with the machine and then we started franchising about 2 years ago. And then we opened studios. We're about to open our third location in the Dallas area, which will be in Las Colinas. And then we have one in Toronto, one in Orange County, and then we still have my founding one in West Hollywood, in the LA area. And then we're working on one in Boston too right now. So it's exciting. So it all kind of, like I had taken over that business, made it my own, fell on my ass so many times, but I worked really, really hard to get to where we are today.
Now, are all of your Carrie Pilates, you can find them on your website, or do they each have their own, or will it like send them to?
Yes, you can find them all on our website, carriespilatesplus.com. And then, or actually, I think we just bought carriespilates.com. And because that was actually taken by someone else for a long time. So I think we just got that. But yeah, all of the studios are on our main website and they all have their own social medias. I think it's Carrie's Pilates. It is Carrie's Pilates Dallas, and that's the umbrella for our Dallas studios. We have Carrie's Pilates Yorkville, which is our Toronto location, and then just Carrie's Pilates Plus is my West Hollywood location, and then we have Carrie's Pilates Plus Saddleback, which is our South OC location.
Yeah, so. Which I will have to be going to now that school's back in session.
Yes.
It's like, okay, I can start planning some we have to go out there. Plus I can't believe I've never taken a class in 3 years that we've known each other. Okay, so yes, on that, I think that how like fitness is such a huge part of, you know, mental health recovery.
Absolutely.
And even it's not like it doesn't have to be slinging heavy weights or doing HIIT or, you know, aerobics or any of that. Like
Yeah.
Pilates is like the nutritionist. Went to a nutritionist not too long ago, and she's like, you know, working out is great, throwing weights around is great, and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
if you have mental health, you've got to find something that centers you, that's grounding. And she was like, do not forget Pilates, do not forget yoga.
Yeah.
And I love Pilates because it's like, it is still challenging to like that, like lifting heavy weights.
Yes.
But you can also just take off a spring and you're kind of like, okay, I can also take this at my own pace. And you offer privates.
Absolutely. We offer privates. And then you're getting, I mean, we can do so many different moves. You know, we're doing, deadlifts off the back of the machine. You know, like you were saying, you can add more springs on, take springs off. So you're really getting that strength training aspect of
and you can
fitness
do free
as well.
We
have free weights too.
Those.
So we're doing, which are great for a lot of like lower body moves, like lunges. You can get, your arms in, do some shoulders or triceps. So it is really fun. It's been really, really good for me. And that is, big, being a mental health advocate, I know for me, if I don't do something active every day, I kind of fall off. Like it's just I need that for
fitness.
Right.
You fall off
mentally. And my anxiety is really high. I kind of have to do that. Now, I do not work out every day. And there are certainly days like today I haven't, I've had stuff to do. But I notice I'm so much better when I just have that time for myself to be active. And what a gift it is that we're able, if you're able to be active, to do it, to move our bodies.
Yeah. When I'm like, I don't want to do this. And I can't. And I'm going, okay.
There's somebody in a hospital bed that is wishing that they could,
exactly.
So it's a gift that, we don't want to take for granted.
No, not at all. Not at all. So I have seen, so this is new in LA. You might have some competition, Carrie. It is called Slasher Size.
Okay.
It is a horror themed workout because so by the time this airs, we're going to be getting
wear like a costume?
I don't know. So imagine working out to horror movie scenes, neon lights, fog, plastic chainsaws, and instructors playing iconic villains like Freddy Krueger and Jason. Hosted by Killer Fitness in Burbank, these workouts double as immersive performance. Think the Final Girl, Squat, or Flexorcism horror Pilates, all with a retro 80s vibe. Okay, I did an immersive dinner experience, and I cried both times. And the gentlemen in the room were also very emotional. It was like sight, sound, smell. We could smell lavender, and the way that they were like, look. And now I'm thinking,
oh my gosh.
Okay, so maybe we should go try that. That might be fun and scary.
Yeah. Hey, I love. I mean, I do love scary movies and especially like all the crime stuff. But a scary fitness class. Yeah, I'm curious to see what. I haven't heard about this yet. I am curious.
You better get that ass up, or I'm gonna stab you. Like, how does it go?
Anything creative and different like that, I think is definitely worth checking it out. Yeah.
Okay. Have you seen the? It says Japanese. There's everybody's doing it, Chinese, Japanese, but the walk running and like the dancing in the streets, and like these people were trying to like stop all the granny Chinese.
Okay, I haven't seen that one. I haven't.
I'm a very quick scroller.
Okay.
But I have a really good algorithm.
Okay.
I have tailored it. I don't have a lot of.
Okay.
I'm like, this is good. Like it, share
what
it,
is it
save it. So the speed walking, we'll start. My brain went, instead of running, TikTok users are embracing a structured walking trend. 3 minutes of fast-paced walking when talking is tough. So
Okay.
pretty
Oh,
good rhythm.
okay. All right.
Followed by 3 minutes of slow recovery. Repeat for 30 minutes. Backed by studies showed boosted aerobic fitness, better glycemic control, and glycemic, isn't that like all the pre-diabetic and like the
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
cholesterol, bad cholesterol?
So don't quote me on too much of that, but
Yeah.
okay,
Well,
yeah,
no, so
no.
it's just what's happening in the world. And then
Yeah.
in the China, oh, here's one that we did have. We had, you were talking about the studies show, here we go, real muscle loss from weight loss drugs, which has been very popular.
Absolutely.
Very, very fortunate that I've not ever had to worry about that, like any sort of weight
Mhm.
loss, other than like
Mhm.
after pregnancy, just normal
Mhm.
metabolism changes. Like when I turned 33, my metabolism went like, and so I was carrying like 20 pounds extra, but nothing that I couldn't fix on my own. Like I went to Jenny Craig and I just got my eating habits back in, like my portion sizes. I had
Right.
texified my portions, and then I needed to be like, okay, well, you're not exercising. You just had a baby and you're like pretty sedentary lifestyle. You can't eat the
Right.
same way. But
Right.
so
Right.
in real new studies showing the GLP-1 medications like Ozempic can strip away from muscle mass, not just fat, and it doesn't improve cardiorespiratory fitness. Experts warn you can't skip strength training if you want lasting health. So you were talking about this in the car.
Yes, yes, absolutely. So, I think Ozempic is something, I think it's something great if, you are diabetic or you are severely overweight or you need something like that. To tell you a little bit about my experience with it, being in the fitness industry and, in the industry and just being out there, I had this photo shoot last year that was a cover magazine shoot, and I was really excited about it. And I knew I needed to kind of tone up, lose some weight. And I'd also been gaining weight, like not a significant amount, but I put on like 10
Normal.
pounds. I didn't really understand what was going on. And I'm like, everybody's doing this. I'm just going to try it, I know, not very smart, but I was on it for about 3 to 4 months. And let me tell you, I was so sick. I, just constantly nauseous, had to kind of force myself to eat. And I was really trying to eat protein because, you will lose muscle mass if you're not eating protein and you want to still work out. But I did not have the energy to work out. So my mood was not great. It was not good. I did do the photo shoot. And then after like 3 or 4 months, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to stay on this. This is not, working out for me. Well, one mistake I made was I didn't get everything checked out. And I had gone to the doctor and turned out I had a high thyroid. And so that was counteracting with the Ozempic. So that was why, because like my other friends or, friends that I had known that had been on it, for that long, they were like, what, you've been on it for 3, 4 months and you've only lost like I have really only lost 4 pounds in a total of like 3 to 4 months. And I had friends that
That would
were
be a
on it for,
mind trip.
yeah, I mean, that's like a fluctuation,
So imagine you're going, what's wrong with me? Why is it not? I must be
Yeah.
doing something, and I know you're not like.
Right, right. And then I had friends that had been on it for that long and had lost like 20 pounds. So that's or way more than that. So I was like, this just makes no sense. So then when I found out about the thyroid, I was like, oh, I never should have, been on that. Well, now, I'm on thyroid medication. We're getting all that kind of work. So I was even thinking, because I have gained this weight because of the thyroid issue. And I'm like, I could go back on Ozempic, but I lost so much muscle being on Ozempic that I don't want to do that, and I don't want to do that to my body. Some people have a fine reaction to it and they don't get sick, but I love to like go out to dinner. I enjoy a good meal. I like a cocktail. I don't like being somewhere and, not getting to indulge, and feel sick and all those things. But I definitely did lose a lot of muscle mass and
That's not
yeah.
good because we lose muscle mass. Like after 40, you lose, I
Yeah.
think, 8% muscle mass, like 8 or 10. Again, I'm not a physician.
Yeah.
But like every 5 years or every decade, it'll change. Whatever they feel like putting, it'll change. But
Exactly. And
Can't
it's
afford
something
to.
you can afford to.
And
then
you
with
work
those,
hard to put it on.
yeah, you work hard to put the muscle on.
Hard.
And then with Ozempic too, you're probably going to have to stay on it, Like, I mean, my friends who did go off of it, gain the weight right back really fast. So
They didn't change
it's really kind of
lifestyle.
like a forever thing. So I just say, for me, I just try to be active and just make good choices, eat healthy. But for me, it was just the sickness and
You were
losing the
nauseous.
muscle.
You
Just
were nauseous.
Yeah.
A lot. And that was for me. I'm like, well, that's a no-go at all.
Yeah.
We're not doing nausea.
No.
No, ma'am. Okay, I'm gonna go on a fun one.
Yeah.
I've got some facts. I got some
Okay.
what the heck facts.
Okay.
Okay. Wow. There's a species of jellyfish that is biologically immortal. I thought it said immoral. I was like, the poor jellyfish, he didn't know. He's immortal.
Like that he
Lives
never dies.
Immortal. Well, I'm going to need to do more research. I
Okay.
don't have anything to accompany this. They're just my facts.
Wow. Okay, that's wild.
I have this really good thing. I
Wow.
guess I used to be told like I'm very convincing and all of a sudden, but these are facts that I found. They're not facts that I made up in my head because I used to do this. So I've always been a little trickster. I actually have a really funny one. She might not have thought it was, she thought it was hilarious. So when I was like 18, we're three of us in a drive-through at Taco Bell line. I got my friend driving. I'm in the passenger. And I've got my other friend in the back seat. And, we're at Taco Bell, and we're all broke. We don't have any money. We can buy like one taco a piece. And so I'm like, I'm good. I don't need a taco.
Oh no.
So they hand me the bag, and these two girls are just, I don't know, doing whatever. We're probably high. And I like, they're not paying attention. And I'm like, do. And I'm like, crunch. And I wrap it back up and I put it back in the bag. And we get home to the apartment, and everybody's they're opening their tacos. And my friend who I played the trick on purpose, she's like, someone ate my Taco Bell. I didn't tell her for like 2 decades.
I love
One day
that.
we're just like driving
You're
around.
like, remember
and I'm
that
like,
one time
remember
I
that
ate
guy,
your-
that person ate your taco? And she's like, yes. And like, it was me. She didn't eat that taco either because ew, gross. And so I was so mean. I let her waste her taco. I didn't tell her. Oh my gosh. We're talking about, I don't even know where that came from. Immortal. What? Random. Sloths can hold their breath longer than dolphins, up to 40 minutes. Well, they stink horribly, so they probably should hold their, like, couldn't be around a sloth for 40 minutes.
Oh my, I didn't know that they smelled bad. Really?
Now in nature and world, I guess, but because they move, I'm going to guess.
Okay.
Logically, it would make sense that they pee on themselves and pew on them. Pew.
You think so? Really?
Well, they work very slowly. They're
right. I have a
so
friend that
I mean, I don't think the pee comes out slowly.
Yeah.
I just think that they can't like move away. So it's constantly, they're just in there like, they don't smell good. You have a friend who has a sloth?
So I have a friend who has a sloth. She's the one, Kristen. She has that
Well, hers is
animal,
very bougie.
but I've held him before,
Yeah.
and he was really sweet, and he didn't smell.
She probably bathed him.
Yeah.
The sloths that I've been around are not bougie sloths. And they have a very good life where she has her.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very impressed. I would love to go there one day.
Yeah, we should go. And
Yes. Do a little rendezvous out there. Plus, I mean, you're around, like you're
But
eating.
you can even spend the night, you know.
Spend the night with the giraffes. Yes.
Oh, Penelope would love it.
She would. Here's another fast fact. Bananas are berries, but strawberries are not.
Oh, I did not know that. Banana
is a berry.
Okay. But strawberry isn't a berry?
Yep. In Japan, letting a sumo wrestler make your baby cry is considered good luck.
Oh, okay.
Oh, octopuses have 3 hearts. 2 stop beating when they swim. Oh, there's an octopus.
Did you see the
No.
octopus movie?
No,
I
I know
literally saw
better.
it, and I never ever will eat octopus again.
I know better than I don't need that.
No.
So I had octopus on the boat, but it was in front of me. There was only one
Yeah.
little sliver. It was a 7-course meal. I am not going to not go like,
Yeah.
okay. And I wanted to taste the seasoning. Someone went to the real trouble of doing this. Now, am I going to eat the whole thing? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
But it already died.
Yeah, exactly.
It had
And
already
was there.
died.
It already
So
died,
that's what I
and
was
it was
telling
there.
Chris. I was like, look at all these octopus legs just
Aww.
in the trash at the end of the day. And the shrimp on my plate, I was like, 2 shrimp. Why did they give me 3? 1 shrimp would have sufficed. So I murdered 2 shrimp.
Stop.
There's a museum in Iceland dedicated. Oh, I have heard about this place entirely to men's genitalia.
Oh.
Yeah, not
in Iceland?
I'm sorry. For
Like
every
of
mammal.
penises?
No, so it would be, yes, a man's penis. There is a man that donated it. I read this to Curtis. He was horrible. Not this. I read this a long time ago to him. We were on vacation, and I'm like, you want to hear this fact I just read about? A man had donated his genitalia to science.
Oh.
Because
I
while
guess you
he was
can do that when you.
alive.
Wait, what?
Yes. Yes.
While
So
he was alive.
for the
What?
museum.
He just cut it off and gave
Well,
it.
he donate. I guess it's
Like-
castration. Yes.
Oh.
I know Curtis
he in
was
the right
real
mind?
happy with this conversation.
Oh.
I was thrilled. I'm like, Lorena Bobbitt?
Yeah.
Like, I've heard of this.
Lorena Bobbitt.
Castration
Yeah. Oh,
should be a thing. Also women can't just be running around being bad. Everybody's always like, oh, he's a rapist. Chop off his penis. And it's like, there are some women who have done some really messed up stuff, and they should have the same. If we're chopping off men, we're chopping out women too. I don't know. It's all barbaric. Actually, none of that.
That is wild.
We just need an island to put everybody on that's not good.
Yeah,
Okay,
I like that.
this is fun. Wombat poop is cube-shaped. Cube-shaped.
Oh.
So it doesn't roll away. Is this how dice were made?
I know. No.
Wombat poop has been around well before dice. I would imagine wombats have been. Wombat is not a dinosaur. It's a wombat's a bat. A bat.
Yeah. Okay.
Your stomach gets a new lining every 3 to 4 days to prevent digesting itself.
Oh,
what?
That's a little scary.
Oh, so all the shit we're putting in us, it just gets out in 3 to 4 days anyway. So what's the problem here? So if we're getting rid of red dye, I guess it's going into the bloodstream. And stuff, but
yeah. Oh, yeah. Maybe.
So that's very interesting.
That is really
Where does
interesting.
it go? I guess it goes out your body. Gross. We're not like wombats. We don't have cube-shaped poo. I feel okay. Do we want to have another one?
Yes.
I'm loving these. I am loving these. Okay. Scotland has 421 words for snow. A cloud can weigh over 1 million pounds.
Oh, wow.
In South Korea, could you imagine? Okay, in South Korea, there's a special emergency number just for reporting spies. 113. I'm like, my neighbor lady. I'll be like, she wants to put a fence up because she's spying on me. That's why. I'm not spying on her. She put that weird like ivy fence up between our houses. But now I think I figured it out.
What, like that she wants to spy?
No, I think she can see us in our bedroom. Yeah. It's like we're like in a
Do you think that
fishbowl.
she wants
Yeah.
to?
No, I think she's seen enough. Or maybe she caught her husband.
She needs a little excitement.
Because we're not allowed to have those wood fences. So you can only have the metal, wire fence, whatever, not wire, but like wrought iron fence.
Yeah.
And she's gone because you're not supposed to have privacy. The whole thing. She's the HOA lady.
Oh, I know.
So she should know this because she likes to enforce it.
HOA lady.
No,
She's so
She called my 3 bushes
Watch her see this episode.
Yeah, Katie. Curtis is going to go, you just burned a bridge. You just burned a bridge. Okay, we're going to moving on. Triggered. Flamingos bend their legs at the ankle, not the knee.
Oh.
Ew. Like, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see if I can get on the ground. Not now, but I'm gonna try it with Penelope. Like, help! I can't get up. You can't own just one guinea pig in Switzerland. This should be a thing. You have to have two. It has to have a friend.
Oh,
So if
I
it,
like that.
yes,
I like
exactly,
that. I like that.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
This is gross, even though it's not. The Eiffel Tower grows about 6 inches taller in the summer from heat expansion. Why I became a pervert in my thoughts, I don't know. I'm all, ew, it grows?
Gross. Okay.
We are, let me see. I have some fun stuff. We're wrapping it up here. Okay, what do you think? Well, hold on. We're not done. I'm going to keep going. I did have this. I wanted, because I think that just naturally, you're a
Yeah.
blonde.
Yeah.
I'm a blonde. Well, I
Yes.
pay to be a blonde.
Yeah, same.
So people would say that we might be more shallow, more dense, all the not nice things about us.
Yeah.
But sometimes it is kind of fun to not really give a shit about anything and just be like, whatever, I don't care. I don't care about metabolic physics. I don't care about anything that you care about. I
Right.
like to be a little ditzy. So
Yeah.
let's see how how logically
Okay.
smart we are.
Okay.
And I'm going to throw out some vocabulary words, and I want to see
gosh.
what you think. Okay. Okay, well, would you say mad as a hatter anyway? Like, I would.
Mad as a hatter.
I'm mad as a hatter.
Does it mean like a play mad? Like you're mad, but like you're playing.
Okay,
Because isn't that from like Alice in Wonderland?
Yeah, I would say so.
Right, the
and
Mad
that's why I
Hatter.
changed the voice.
Oh.
A hat maker. A mat haker's, oh my God. A hat maker suffered mercury poisoning from felt production, causing tremors and mood swings. So he was mad as a hatter, like a real That's why the Mad Hatter is crazy.
It's crazy.
Because there's lead in mercury in his stuff. So actually, we're getting close to the end. But funny thing, Curtis and Penelope went to the Mayan ruins in I don't know. So, I don't know.
Belize or
I think that's too far.
No, not Belize. No,
they were just down there in
Okay.
the south somewhere.
Okay.
And they went to some Mayan ruins. There's so many different Mayan ruins. It wasn't Costa Maya. It was Belize. They went to Belize. And they found, not them, but the Belize people found, ancient artifacts. And these artifacts were wrapped in mercury. I don't even like mercury. So when you're thinking about like the old timey thermometer that had the little
mercury,
the black
like
goopy thing,
stuff that's in the ocean.
So I'm like, can you imagine? You're like digging. Well, and so they also found like volcanic rock that they think that there's no volcanoes over there, so they were trading it and bartering it. But a lot of people died of mercury. They did, testing on the bones and stuff. Can you imagine? You're like, what is this goopy substance? And they're all like playing with mercury. They probably were like, look at us shine. And like, I would have been rubbing it all over, like with glow sticks.
Yeah.
That's probably really bad. I used to break them before raves and put them all over so that I'd be like glowing.
Me too. Me too.
Okay,
and I still love all
so we were just like, we're like original Mayans. They're going to find glow stick shit in us. And they're going to be like, it must have been the ones that paint their face and go to raves. But I really just, anyway.
Right. They'll be like, we'll be on those documentaries where they'll be like, this is what they did.
Yeah, this is what they did. Yeah. They're going to find a lot of stuff in my liver and kidneys. Okay. Letting the cat out of the bag.
Telling a secret, right?
Market scam. Replacing a piglet with a cat in a bag. Letting it out exposed the fraud.
Huh.
Okay, maybe my bleach got a little too deep. Under the weather.
Okay.
What's under the weather?
Under the not feeling well.
Sailors who felt sick were sent below deck, literally under the weather.
Okay.
Okay. Words that sound like one thing but mean another. I want to know if you know what noisome Noisome.
Noisome. Actually, I have no idea what that means. Noisome.
What do you think?
No, very, very noisy.
Very noisy, very
Noisy?
loud. It's foul smelling.
Oh.
I am going to start using that. The trash is very noisome. Oh my gosh, you had to tell that to Tony tonight. I'm going to text it to you. Yeah. Noisome. And I want you to have a camera. Okay, you're going to put your phone up in the kitchen and you're going to be like, this trash is so noisome. And I want it captured on camera. I want to see Tony's reaction. Go, like what the fuck?
Sometimes I feel like he just tunes me out anyway. He'll be like, what? Oh, I don't know. Yeah. I don't even know if he listens to me half the time. I know.
We used to say this. Well, I did. I said this a lot. Factoid.
Like as a fact?
You've never said factoid?
I never said factoid.
Oh my God. I was a loser. That's another L. Loser. Factoid. Maybe I watched a lot of Saved by the Bell.
What is factoid?
A false fact repeated until believed. Oh, it's gaslighting.
Okay.
That's the same as gas. Oh, I mean, just making someone like gaslighting you into believing. Yeah. It's a factoid. Myriad. No. Oh, I love a myriad.
No idea.
There was a myriad of personalities. Countless or literally 10,000, not just a lot. Oh, see, I love to use words excessively and in their wrong context. Nonplussed.
Again, no idea. Leslie.
You are nonplussed right now. You are confused and unsure what to do. Not calm or unbothered.
You are nonplussed.
Okay, Carrie, we are wrapping it up. I just want to say thank you so much for coming on the podcast. I feel like
my mic just dropped. Wait, hold on. Okay.
Is it okay? It's okay. It's
okay.
The ghost.
It
said it's not done. That's what it was saying. It was like, please don't leave.
No, thank you so much for having me. This is always so fun.
No,
and
but
I hope
for
I
real.
can be a repeat guest and, we can just keep doing this.
Yeah, and we're just going to keep talking about different subjects and different things because when you talk about your work, you're like, I had to fail and, like, I didn't want to get divorced and I had to have, like, I fell on my face because I didn't even want to fall on my face. Like, I didn't have a choice. It just, life said, whoop, we're done with this story. Now go figure out something else. And you're like, I dropped out. I got a GED. I didn't go to college. And I found these people. It's like, you did it. I found these people. I worked with these. And it was like, because you didn't have any other choice. And so all the time, even with the podcast, I'm like, well, Carrie can do it. I'm going to do it too. And it's not like, well, if Carrie can do it, I can do it. It's like, Carrie can do this.
Did. Yeah.
Like we're strong women.
Yeah, we are. And we just keep going.
Sorts of stuff.
And I think that that's the most important thing is, however, like when I was voice noting you this morning and I'm like, oh man, I'm a little hungover. I had a business meeting and we went and got cocktails and I'm like, that wasn't the smartest decision, but today's a new day and we just keep going and we just keep going and going and going and we just try to be better every day. And you've even taught me about not being so hard on myself and just, the positive self-talk and just never give up. Just, keep going, if take it day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute, whatever you got to do, but don't give up on you.
And surrounding yourself with that thought process, because it's always like, it's like when I'm like, I want to train for a fitness, competition, says Leslie 2 years ago. And it's like, I want to do it so I can prove to myself that I can do this and that. And it's like, yeah, you're not going to want to do that. You're going to have to eat all this protein. You don't even like eggs. You're not. And I'm like, you know what? I'll eat 12 eggs a day. If the trainer says you have to guzzle 12 eggs a day to do this and you got to eat beef, whether you like, don't tell me no.
Right.
And I'm like, but okay, yeah, I can't do it. And look, I didn't go do the fitness competition.
But I know you. If you want to do something and you put your mind to it, you'll do it.
But you can't surround yourself. You have to surround yourself with, if you are look, not everybody is this intense.
Right.
Not everybody is this, has has issues. Not everybody needs a schedule. Not everybody needs to be, there's a lot of high functioning humans that don't require tips and tricks from mental health, stories.
Right.
But for people who do struggle, look at your inner circle.
Yeah.
What are your people doing? Are your people doing anything are they even talking about change?
Yeah.
They don't even have to be they don't have to be going to the gym. They don't have to be doing a facial routine in the morning. They don't have to be girl wash your face. They don't have to be are they talking about it at least? Or are they completely happy with waking up, watching television, planning dinner, doing laundry? If that's their lifestyle and it works for them, I'm going to tell you, if you're in a mental health crisis, you've got to get rid of that.
Yeah.
That is not going to, maybe not get rid of it unless it's toxic. Then you get rid of it. Unfortunately, you just have to rip off the Band-Aid because it's a matter of life or death. It's a matter of surviving, thriving, and just barely existing. And it's it's unfortunate, but you announce you're making changes. You are in a crisis state, and it's not sustainable to live like this. You have to step out of your comfort zone.
Absolutely.
And you have to be able to say, I'm not going to do this naysay, because then you're not just, now you're defending your thoughts. It's well, of course I can do that. And I'm this is a fight I shouldn't even be having.
Right.
I should be hey, I'm going to do a bodybuilding thing. Yeah, that's awesome. Let's do it. What do you need to do? How can I support you?
Yeah.
That's what you got to do. I think that's the first step, is looking in your circle. And again, you don't have to get rid of these people, but you need to really limit your time with people who are negative. You need to limit your interactions with people who are negative. And it's not because you're too good or you don't have the capacity. It is take care of yourself.
Absolutely.
And sometimes you have to take care of yourself for a couple years, and then you can go back and take care of those other people, or just not. But I'm just rambling.
No, it's fight or flight, and you gotta,
That is. It's again, I just want to say a huge thanks to Carrie. We are peer-led healing. This is what After the Anchor podcast is. We are going to, I have guests who have a story you want to tell. You're not going to find anybody on the podcast that is not wanting to be here. I have searched and you have stopped my scroll. That's who I'm inviting. Something about you is inspiring me, so I know that it is going to inspire others, and that's why you're here. And that's why anybody that is ever going to sit in an interview with me is going to have a story that they're on a mission for their own life. Yeah. And you are influencing so many people around you. And I've just got to let the whole world know about Carrie, because you're someone worth following. You're someone worth going and finding her name and pushing the follow button, because you have so much to say and you have so much to good to give and share. And that's why you're here. And that's what After the Anchor is. We're peer-led. And, I want you to pull up and be a part of the discussion, so.
Yeah. No, this is so much fun. I love you so much. This was so fun.
I love you too.